Welcome back to the most unpopular channel in the history of YouTube. Again, I'm kind of on the same location that I usually start my filming from, but today I'm going to have a different destination. And here I am once again, that boring filmmaker. And I'm going to start my journey right from here, right now. The destination is already revealed to you through the headline, I believe. What do you call it? Headline or title? Probably title. But surprisingly, today I'm not going to walk all the way to my destination, but I'm going to take the rickshaw, the tricycle. Hey, যাবেন? শাহবাগ। হ্যাঁ, কত? জানেন না, আপনি রেট জানেন না? হ্যাঁ, শাহবাগ, শাহবাগ। হ্যাঁ, কত? ঠিক জানেন? যান গা, চলে যান। শাহবাগ কত? ঠিক আছে, যান। না, আপনি রেটটা জানেন? হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ। যারা রেট না জেনে আন্দাজে শুধু চেহারা দেখে দাম চেয়ে বসে, ওই আমাকে দেখে ভেবেছে বিদেশি মানুষ। So the bargaining part is over already, and I am curious to take a look in this footage how it looks while filming from this vehicle, which is technically a tricycle. And people call it rickshaw. So our destination is Ramna Park today. Another park, the second one after a park that I already visited the other day, which was called, which is called Shonrima Uddan. And I gave the title of that a video regarding that park as the Garden of Moonlight, which is the literal translation of the Bangla name of this park. Today, the park I'm going to visit, and you are going to be with me, is the most famous, the most renowned, the most visited park in Bangladesh, not just in the city of Dhaka, but in entire country because of historical reasons. I'm pretty bad at history, but still I'll try to give you just a little bit of history once I'm there in the park. So for the first time, I'm on wheels, holding my camera, and I'm absolutely unsure how my phone is going to look on this park. Just like I welcomed you in the very beginning, saying welcome back to the most unpopular channel in the history of YouTube. And that's what I think my channel deserves to be labeled. You know why? Because of this kind of film, the way I film it. An absolutely uncut, unedited, raw video, or let's say videos, and for sure real videos. So what is raw is real. Since people tend to be not very fond of anything that is real, or let's say they're not very fond of reality, no surprise, no wonder why once I desire to keep my videos real, or just synchronized with the reality, it's not going to be widely celebrated or enjoyed. But for me, since I take it as my own personal kind of project, which at the end of the day I like to upload on public platform for anyone, just a single person, a single human being from any part, from any corner of this globe. To be able to watch and learn about what Bangladesh is all about. I would say it is pretty challenging. Hardly challenging to do this kind of project and continue doing it. And of course it is very unprofitable. But I enjoy this challenge, which is why I've been filming stuff like this one after one without being concerned about the length of my videos. Because I feel that I'm so if you are not the rider like I am right now, so you wouldn't be able to understand what just happened or what could have happened. Reckless driving of all kind of vehicles like this one or those one or any kind of vehicles on the street. And surely the passengers have to pay the price if something bad happens. Thankfully, there is no traffic issue today. It doesn't seem like that. No idea how it's going to look or how it's looking when you're watching this film from the wheeler. Hopefully my film is not rushing too fast backward. I mean the scenery. আপনি কি রমনা পার্ক যেতে পারবেন? যাওয়া যায়? ও আচ্ছা, তো ভাবলাম যে শাহবাগ হয়ে তারপরে হেঁটে চলে যাব। ঠিক আছে, কত দিতে হবে তখন ঠিক করে বলেন, ক্যামেরার মধ্যে আছেন। আপনি ভাববেন না আমি একা একা কথা বলছি। হ্যাঁ না, রিক্সাওয়ালাকে একটু সব মানে রিক্সাওয়ালাকে বিশাল মাপের টাকা দিয়ে হ্যাঁ ভাইরাল হওয়া, জনপ্রিয় হওয়া, মানুষের কাছে মানবতাবাদী সাজার ওইসব সস্তা মিশন আমার নাই। মানুষকে আমি যখন সাহায্য করি ওই সময় আমার ক্যামেরা অফ রাখি। অর্থাৎ মানুষকে যখন কিছু দিবই তখন আর ওটা দেখানোর বিষয় থাকে না, ওটা আবার ক্যামেরা অন করে আবার আমি আপলোড করব, অত মানবতাবাদ দরদ আমি স্প্রেড করতে চাচ্ছি না। দানের চর্চা সেটা থাকতে হবে বৃষ্টির আড়ালে। যাই হোক, আপনি রমনা পার্কে গেলে কত দিতে হবে বলেন তো? আচ্ছা, আমি 100 টাকা দিব। ঠিক আছে, থ্যাংক ইউ। ওই শাহবাগ থেকে তো রমনা অত বেশি দূরে না, তাই না? কিন্তু আপনার আপনি কি ক্রস করতে পারবেন না? আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, আমি ভাবছি যেটা অনেক ঘুরে যেতে হয়। So I don't know if I'll be able to put all the subtitles in translation, or probably that would be not quite necessary. The gentleman and I were talking about just the price, the fare, how much is the genuine or fair price, how to get there. This is the way to the new market, and the other day I explored this place. If anybody is interested in any of my boring videos, painfully long, then you're most welcome to check them out. So that's where you can go to the new market. And I went there totally on foot. But for today, uh, I kind of realized or calculated that if I wanted to film my entire journey to where I want to go, the Ramna Park, on my foot, I'd probably not be able to catch the time. Or catch up the daylight. Till the end. So my video keeps rolling on, as you can see. And here right now, I'm having some traffic. Which is a regular kind of expectation. So while I'm in this traffic, I just wonder who you actually are, who manage to watch my videos from the beginning till the end. You must be an alien. Since you are watching the most unpopular channel in YouTube, you cannot be a normal human being, just like I'm not. One thing I should mention though, keeping all the jokes aside, I'm not against any short videos or brief videos, short and sweet videos. I'm not. I'd like to do that, of course, whenever I feel the need to. But the thing is, while I'm doing documentation, let's say this one is a documentary, or what I'm trying to describe, some documentarian type of work. I am documenting the journey all the way from the beginning till the end, and here I have no chance to keep it shorter on let's say short and edited or anything like that. That's the easy thing, easy task, you know. I could have easily cut it short, cut it into pieces, then put them together. The problem is, and this is my personal theory, my perspective, the problem is then my film will lose the flow, the sense of continuation of a journey or sense of completeness of a journey. I know that my videos of this kind are not going to be watched by that many people. Surprisingly though, these kind of videos that I already uploaded, a few of them are being watched by many people. I just totally can't figure out how people can watch videos like this. So that's the new market side. This is one market, and next to, a few blocks away, the new market is over there. So on both sides of this, one of the main streets in the city of Dhaka, there are some very busy markets. Which is why, no surprise why there are so bad traffic almost all the time, day and night, almost. I tried to raise my camera up a little bit just to be able to capture the other side of the road, but I feel a little awkward to do that. I try my best not to grab people's attention. Because of the device I hold. So an interesting part is coming right now over there. You can probably see they seem to be bookshops, all of them. This area is pretty famous in entire country for buying and selling old books. I'm not fond of old books anyway, which is why I don't come here that often. The level of noise, my apology to all of you. It's always high when I'm filming in this city, but this time at this particular area Probably it's too high. If I did cut here and then start it again once this traffic is gone, then what would happen, you know? I know it would have saved your time, but what would happen is that it is going to deprive you from the sense of pain of traffic in the city. So if you are not being able to tolerate this part, this traffic struck moment or traffic stuck moment, both words will be correct, struck and stuck. All you can do, you can just skip this part. And I have no idea how long this part is going to exist. The dynamic is still there, even though I'm motionless, but the side of the road at which I'm pointing my camera is totally on motion. All the vehicles are running. So I believe, even though this part is not supposed to be enjoyable at all or even watchable, but if you are watching it, it's because of this motion. The dynamics is there. You cannot say it's a motionless state or it's a frozen state. Why you were prolonging this part in your film? I want to give you the real-time sense. Look at those high-rise buildings, newly built. Looks like. Let me try to zoom in those apartments, hundreds of them. So I'm back on track, hopefully. I mean, in terms of my angle and focus of camera. I'm still new, a novice in this act of filming, so I thank you and I appreciate your generous and kind tolerance toward my films. The form factor of my camera is awesome. It is just amazing, I would say. And yet, the only thing that bothers me about DJI Pocket 2 is that the monitor is tiny. It's not just small, it's tiny. Which doesn't help me a lot to have some idea of how well focused I'm filming. Thankfully, the other side of the road is on motion. Otherwise, the whole filming thing in this particular part would have been pointless. It would look like a still picture for 10 minutes. In the middle of a video or motion picture. So I'm in this Nilkut area. That's the place's name. This is for me for the first time filming from a rickshaw, and see, if I were having this tour on foot, which is what I always do, almost always do, then I wouldn't have to face this issue. But since I'm on the wheeler, now I'm facing it. And I'm a little embarrassed, I would say, about the frozen state, which is now finally looks like is going to be over. If I can be patient, so can you. New phase of traffic, but hopefully this time it's not going to sustain that long. Look at that high-rise building, another one. Spectacular. This is comparatively not that new. It doesn't look like it's new. It's been there for years. So that old bookshop area. They're frozen, we are not. The bright side of this city, this capital city of Bangladesh. Even I kind of screamed. Look at that. I'm not sure if I was able to film. So this is a regular kind of thing. Once you are riding a tricycle like this or in any kind of vehicle, you have to be mentally, emotionally pretty strong. So now I'm entering Dhaka University area. As you can tell, there are young people who are supposedly the students. What I was trying to say is that the bright side about this city is that despite all this traffic, pollution, noise and chaos, one thing which I find impressive and so will you is the lifefulness or full of lifeness. I just tried to make it a noun, full of lifeness. So yeah, that's something quite remarkable about this city. No chance to be bored, even when you are stuck in a traffic for half an hour. No chance. But the thing is, you have to have eyes like mine. Watch and enjoy and observe sights, people. Quite ironically, the daylight is almost going to die out. Even before being able to make it or to be on our destination, which is, as you can see once again in the title, the Ramna Park. Now I'm a little confused. Should I change the title of my film? Because the majority part of the film, it looks like that it's all about a rickshaw travel around the city instead of being in that park. So things are not going according to my plan. University of Dhaka. I have no complaint about anything so far, except I'm a little bit concerned about the daylight. If the daylight is over, it's gone, once I'm there in my destination, then what? Then I'll have to consider changing the title of this video. And this area is famously called Shahbag. That's a national museum. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Another renowned part of the city for flowers vending. Another possible collision was going to take place. Third time or maybe fourth time. I've lost the count. So the news of hope is, at this point, I can say I'm on the way to our destination, Ramna Park. Doesn't look like I'm that far from where I wanted to be and still do want to be, as long as daylight survives. This is National Tennis Complex. So yeah, don't be surprised. This nation plays tennis as well. Not a popular game at all, or I don't think a sport like tennis is a massive popular game in any mainstream culture of any country. Am I already there? Seems like we are. We stopped this journey. ঠিক আছে, ভালো ছিল। So the fare is paid, as well as some tips or tip, which I didn't feel like I should film and make myself look glorious. finally, wow, I made it, or we made it. If I'm not alone and you were there with me, you in singular number. There I am. Oh, thanks to God. I feel now much more comfortable to talk because of this place being so calm and quiet compared to the state I was in. So let me repeat myself. This park is called Ramna, and here you can see the trees are identified quite methodically. This park is called Ramna Park, or in Bangla Ramna Uddan. The word Uddan means park, by the way. And this is the most famous park, recreational park, not just in the city of Dhaka, but in entire Bangladesh. For reasons. This park seems to be a big one, a huge one. Remember, if any of you watch my another video, about a different park which I covered, I explored, that park was also big, but surely it looks bigger, way bigger. That's the impression I can have taking a look at any direction. And this park is actually looking so spectacular, so beautiful, beyond my expectation. I said the same thing about another park, Chondrima Uddan, the video of which I gave the title, "Let us go to the Garden of Moonlight." But here, this park is, I mean, I don't want to make any comparison. That would be very unfair, because this park is quite an old one. Culturally important, historically important. So any comparison between this park and the other one, the Chondrima, would be not fair, in my opinion. So here's another path moves on, but let me just keep moving straight forward. And I am not regretting my decision, actually. Just this afternoon, early afternoon, I was wondering where I can go, take my camera with me and film. Then I got this idea, what about exploring another park? And by the way, do I need to tell with my embarrassment that this is for the first time ever I'm being in this park, even though I'm a resident of this city for many years. I should say decades. At least for a couple of decades. I'm not yet 70 years old. Wow, it's beautiful. It is just so pristine and impressive. I don't want to use the word beautiful again and again. Such a cliche word to describe anything which is truly beautiful in its true sense. But impressive. I'm impressed by having looked at this park from various angles. And this is even unbelievable to me that my camera keeps rolling on from the very beginning, from the very first second. When I started filming, if you remember, from the top of the bridge, a foot over bridge, and I got down from there, took a rickshaw, and I traveled all the way to here. What's the day today? Surely it's not the weekend, it's not Friday, which is the weekend for this country. Sometimes I have a little struggle with the camera angle. I'm still learning. I cannot be sure whether I should lower my lens down or should I keep it like this, probably this way. See, the monitor being too tiny, and my eyesight being not the most perfect one, I sometimes can't figure out. How I should it's a little children corner. That's a separate children corner inside the park, and it's free. I think it's not, it doesn't require you to pay any entry fee. Yeah, it's free. Is my camera lens at proper angle and position right now? I can't tell. I'm so sorry. When my filming pattern or my camera operation is not perfect, which I'm sure is not. I want to make it perfect though. I'm not that kind of person who say, oh, I'm imperfect and so do my work, so are my works, and I can never be perfect. No, I'm a perfectionist. I'm quite aware of the fact that my filming so far till now, all of them are quite imperfect. I know that. When I check them out, play them back before uploading on YouTube, I know how flawed, how technically erroneous my films are. But at the same time, I don't want to say that, oh, that's the way my films are going to be like. I believe in perfection. I believe in perfecting my work, and I want to do that, which is not going to be anytime soon. So I was talking about my camera position, angle. I just little lowered my lens down. I'm not sure. This Ramna Park requires you more time, an extensive amount of time to be properly explored and enjoyed. I can tell you that. That's my impression. It's so big and beautiful. And look at all these playful people, joyful people, happy people, many people. And once again, this is not the weekend. This is not. So imagine the potential crowd on off days, on holidays. Ramna Park is notoriously labeled, I'm using the word notoriously, as the Park of Romance. And it is. I mean, historically, this park being situated in the middle of this city, which is Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh, couples in past all in decades in the past, since its inception, you know, they prefer or they chose this park as the destination of dating for reasons. You see, it's so green, surrounded by greenery, and so calm and quiet, even though you can see just I'm close to the fence, and on the other side it's a high road, or at the one of the main streets of Dhaka, the noise and chaos. But here, once you enter this park and you immerse yourself with this nature, you cannot feel that. You just can't. So couples are not stupid. They make the choice for valid reasons. Oh, is it another gate? But I'm not going to exit right now. I'm now touching a gate, one of the gates of this park. You do have even large screen TV or large screen visual apparatus. What else do you want in a park? The park for romance. If I gave my video a title like this, that wouldn't be wrong at all. I think this park deserves such an appropriate title. This park deserves it. Little shortage of daylight here in this park. I can't exactly figure out, how big this park is. Is it very big or just big? I cannot remember which gate did I use to get into, because I can see another gate here. Which is good, which is giving me a sense of ease to be able to exit whenever I feel the need to. and I'm wondering if I'm in a little different part of the park. Am I just a little away from the main part of the park, the central area? I can't tell. If I ask any of them, anyone, where I am right now in the park, they would be laughing probably. Because they would say that, what do you mean by that? You are in the park already. And again, I would specify my question. Hey, I know I'm in the park, but which exact part of the park I'm in or I'm on right now? See, this park is massive. This park is literally a massive, huge area. Because now I'm at a different part of the same park. The Park of Romance. You may tell, or you may say that, okay, sure, Rob, any park in this world is kind of a place for romance, which I'm aware of. I know that, I admit that, I recognize that fact. But this park actually, this phrase, Ramna Park, has been used in so many songs, pop songs, popular modern kind of songs, or even poems in the local language so many times, so often, from my childhood. Another reason this park is significant is for hosting the main celebration of New Year's festival. And New Year means the Bangla New Year, the native New Year. And this park hosts that festival like every single year without any break for many decades. I would say even before Bangladesh got independent or got their victory, liberation from the West Pakistan back then. And this park is renowned for having been celebrating the main cultural program of New Year, Bangla New Year, for all these decades. That's another reason Ramna Park is famous. So I guess I entered the park through that gate. Now after all this long, this park is kind of beginning to make a little bit of sense to me as a first-time visitor. And are you there with me still now? Should I be proud of this work of mine? I started from my residential area from a bridge, and now here I am, almost covered the park. Should I be proud or pretty embarrassed of this sloppy and clumsy work, full of tortures, because of me being stuck in the middle of our journey for quite a long time? Should I get on that part so aesthetically appealing? I mean, this kind of wooden bridge, when you are walking on it or walking beside it, you will feel the magnetic pull. You will feel the call, the invitation to be there. So I have no power to ignore her call or decline her invitation. Sometimes I'm struggling to properly position an angle my camera. This is the final moment for daylight, and I'm going to close my film at the entrance gate, which is going to be my exit gate this time. I don't know for how long this park keeps open. after evening. If I have a chance, I'll ask the gate man if there is any. Let's see. I couldn't reject the invitation of this wooden bridge. And there's another one on the other side of the water. The photo session for the final time. Do I have any idea how long I've been filming for? No. In one of my videos, I made my confession that I actually lose the track of time while I'm filming, which I shouldn't. Since I'm so rude to my audience, very unkind, merciless, don't think much. About the duration or length, because I don't even expect anyone, any normal human being, continue watching my whole film. I do it just as my mission, part of my mission, which is to document anything and everything possible. So I think I should make a move to go to conclude my video. The park for romance. And I'm tempted to make the title of my film like this. Most probably I'll decide it later. Since you know I don't I'm not into active clickbaiting or making some very lucrative thumbnails or anything like that. Those are against my taste. So whatever title I usually tend to give to my films, I make sure that I'm giving the right title, the title that is nothing anything deceptive, glamorous, or anything, but that represents the truth. So I'm now exiting finally. And still people are entering this park. এটা কয়টা পর্যন্ত খোলা থাকে? 8টা? So, got the information, this park is open till 8 p.m. And here I am. See, every time I have to say goodbye to you after this torturous, painful film, I just lose words. I don't know why. But whatever I would say, I would mean that. And that is, love you all.